By way of introduction, David Stewart is my name. I'll be your auctioneer here this morning. I'm assisted today by several members of the iTrack team. We have Andrew over to my right, Laurel next to me who will record the bidding. We have also Jeff and Andrea in front of me, and together we proudly represent one of the fastest growing real estate companies in Melbourne, iTrack Real Estate. It's a warm welcome, obviously, on behalf of our vendors to purchase what is, I believe, a magnificent opportunity here at number 55 Ozone Road here in Bayswater. Now, the particulars of sale are as follows. The vendor's agent is iTrack Real Estate. We are selling for, and on behalf of our vendor, the property described as Lot 45, Planet Subdivision LP 95465, Volume 9120, Folio 550, and obviously more commonly known to all of us here as 55 Ozone Road here in Bayswater. The goods and chattels included in today's sale are all fixed floor coverings, window furnishings and electrical light fittings of a permanent nature as inspected. That does include all the pool equipment. Just a brief notice, the curtains in the lounge room and the master bedroom upstairs, the fabric curtains, will not be staying with the sale this morning. So I will just let this gentleman move out. We are selling by public auction, whereby unless you have a previously arranged agreement with the vendors, a 10% deposit is required at the fall of the hammer, and the vendors are very happy to allow a settlement any time from 45 days to 180 days at the choice of the highest accepted bidder here today, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the rules of today's auction are in accordance with the REIV and the Law Institute of Victoria, and they are as follows. Subject to the vendor's reserve price, the highest bidder whose bid is accepted by the vendor shall be the purchaser. I, as the auctioneer, will determine the minimum and the maximum which the bidding shall be advanced, and no bid once made shall be retracted. If any dispute arises concerning the bidding, I, as the auctioneer, will determine the dispute or resubmit the property at its last undisputed bid for your continued bidding. The vendor reserves the right to bid once or more by their auctioneer, to refuse any bid, to withdraw the property at any time without necessarily declaring the reserve price. I will indicate bids on request, and once you've bidded once and yelled it out, if I'm asking for a figure, all you need to do is raise your hand or give me a nod, and I'll take that as a continued bid. The law prohibits the making of false bids, and it does provide major fines for anyone trying to prevent others from bidding. The law does allow the auctioneer to make a vendor bid, and the words that I will use to be making a vendor bid will be very clear and transparent. Vendor bid, and a vendor bid, ladies and gentlemen, is nothing more, nothing less than a counter offer made by myself on behalf of the vendor to simply suggest that the property will not be sold at a lower figure than that nominated figure. So that concludes the rules of today's auction, which gets us to why we're all here on this warm morning, and that is this magnificent property. I was only talking to a couple of people earlier this morning, and the property, when it was built, Ian Chappell was captain of the Australian cricket team, Gough Whitlam was the Prime Minister, Shirley Strawn was the lead singer of the Skyhooks, and none of those people today are anywhere near as good looking as the house we have behind us here today. The location is simply stunning. I personally myself lived in this estate for the last 15 years, simply in the street just going up the hill here around the corner, and I can tell you that I haven't seen a better estate to live in Knox. And I know I'm being a little bit biased there, but when you've got 4 schools on offer within this location here, when you've got a backstreet drive to the newly renovated Bayswater Shopping Centre and railway station, and when you've got just a short 3 or 4 minute drive to access Eastlink, you will understand why Bayswater has gone in leaps and bounds in the value of property in the last few years. Simply, Bayswater has gone out of control in the last few years because it is simply offering fantastic living standards for people who want to live out in the outer east but still want to have access to the city. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to keep you here all day. The way in which we'll be selling the property today is a first, second and third call. And when the contract hits my hand like so, the property is deemed to be sold in the state of Victoria. It is illegal for me to accept late bids, so please do not leave your bidding to the very last moment. I do know we have people very keen to buy here today. I do know that we have a couple of people who can't bid under auction conditions, also very keen to talk to us. So your advantage, if you can bid under auction conditions today, ladies and gentlemen, is to secure this property this morning and make sure that your future is secured. Someone is going to enjoy for the next 15 to 20 years what's on offer in this magnificent home. An investor will get at least 3.5, 3.6 return on their money with the dual occupation on offer here. A large family will enjoy the fantastic backyard and will enjoy the pool facilities every summer for the next 15 years. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further to-do, over to you. All the very best this morning. I know the person that buys the property today will be very glad they did. So I'm in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. Start me off. Where can I see an opening bid here at 55 Ozone Road here in Bayswater? I'm in your hands. Anywhere at all. You do have to bid to buy. It's always the quietest part of an auction, but to take control of your own destiny, you have to bid, ladies and gentlemen. If we pass the property in, you're in a blindfolded situation and you've lost control. Anywhere at all. Doesn't matter where we start. Anywhere at all, ladies and gentlemen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll start it if you like, but I can't buy the property. We all know that we've had a statement of information starting at $780,000. I think that's extremely generous, but I'm happy to start the bidding at a vendor bid, $780,000, and I'll ask for a rise of 20. Clearly with me, vendor bid, everyone should have their hands in the air at $800,000. Clearly with me, looking for a bid at $800,000, vendor bid at $780,000. Where can I see $800,000? Happy to pass it in. First call at $780,000. Second call at $780,000. Third, final call at $780,000. Where can I see $800,000? Surely not, ladies and gentlemen. You've all done your homework, I'm sure. At $780,000, I'm incredibly surprised. At $780,000, 921 square metres of land. You've all done your homework, ladies and gentlemen. Someone needs to stick up their hand and get us going. At $780,000, first call again at $780,000. Second call at $780,000. Third, final call, are we all done? Finish, silent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm incredibly surprised, so we'll take a final vendor bid to $820,000. I won't take another vendor bid unless people are prepared to play. At $820,000, if someone wants to give themselves the exclusive right to negotiation, I'll ask for an extra 10. But at $820,000, I can't keep giving vendor bids and I won't do it. At $820,000, looking for a rise of 10. At $820,000, how are we going, Andrea? First call at $820,000. Second call at $820,000. Third, final call. If you're happy to negotiate privately, that's what we'll do. Ladies and gentlemen, if you bear with me for half a minute, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. My instructions are very clear. I won't be taking another vendor bid. If anyone wants the exclusive right to negotiate with the vendor, I am happy to take a live bid. But if there's no further bids on a first, second and third call, we are very confident that we will get a sold sign up in the next hour or so. We know that there are people wanting to talk to us. So at $820,000, there's no further rises. First call at $820, I'm happy to pass it in. Now's the time to take your future and put it in your own hands. Second call at $820,000. Third, final call, all done, finished and silent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as surprised as I am, I'm happy to pass the property in. Thank you very much for your attendance here this morning. I know the keen bidders will want to stay around and talk to us, and we look forward to seeing you at our next open homes in the area shortly. Have a great weekend. Thank you very much.